Please stick around to the end where I talk more about the shot. Hey, what up, everybody? Sick Vic 6.5 shooter, bringing a astronomically insane, borderline stupido shot today. I always like to know. I enjoy reloading and the math and the whole concept of the shot. So I was thinking to myself, Sick Vic, what's the bullet trajectory? From when it leaves the barrel to when it hits the target. And I was like, you know what? I think I can figure that out. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I've got 3 balloons in between 415 yards. And I have tried to mathematically figure out where to position them so that that bullet hits all 3 balloons on the way to that target. This one's 128 yards from the barrel. The other one's 360, and the other one's 415. So there's like a lot of distance in between. The other beautiful thing is they're all moving. So I've got 3 imaginary point-in-time targets to pull the trigger with them all doing their own thing, and then hopefully I can break all 3 balloons. I don't know what I was thinking. So I have this camera set up down here. These are the farthest distance targets for me. 2 balloons out there. I'm going to go back and set up the other camera. Okay, there it is. I got that other camera further down range set up. And yeah, wind is spectacular. Trying to configure this is amazing. So anyways, I'm going to go back and give it a shot. No way. Oh, that was so dope. I could see him in the scope, like boom, boom, boom. I wanted to make this graph really quick just to add to this video. I really want to put emphasis on not the marksmanship side of this video, but the planning and the configuration of the shot. Think of aim point. One of your objects is at 128, one's at 415. What do you aim at? If you aim here, just think about that. What do you aim at? What about the parallax of your scope? What do you focus on? If you see this, you don't see this. You see this, you don't see this. What about wind? You've got wind calls at 3 different angles. Of course, on a normal shot, you have to take into account all that wind, but your end goal is just the end goal, your end target. This one, you have to say, I need to hit this and figure the wind and still hit the end. How do you do that? What scope turret settings? Do you set your turret for 100 yards? Well, that means nothing at 400. Or do you set it for 400? What do you see? If you're aiming at this, you don't see this, and vice versa. And then trying to set up the shot with changing terrain contour relative to the projectile flight path. You have to get those targets in that bullet's flight path somehow. My ballistic calculator is sitting down here at 300 yards. There's just an astronomical amount of thinking relative to your ballistic profile and charts that has to go into this shot. And then the targets, all of them are moving independently. So aim point, parallax, wind times 3, where do you set your turrets? It's an amazing shot, not from just a sub MOA grouping style of shooting, but to put it all together and have it work out. Try it. Try setting this up and thinking about it in this same situation and seeing how many problems there were to overcome. I didn't know that this was going to turn out like this. I didn't have any idea the problems that were going to be there. I was like, I'll just figure it out using the ballistic calculator. It's not like that. I didn't even think about the parallax. I didn't think about the aiming point. It's just try it. Set a few things up like this and just see for yourself. It's an amazing shot in my opinion. I really like this shot. So I know you can zip through the video in just a few seconds and see the balloons pop, but you really got to get an understanding to really enjoy this shot. So thanks for watching. Thanks for letting me edit this in. Well, that shot was so terrible, yet so great. I thought I'd do a little recap on it. Sitting out here with my dog that passed about a year back, Fatty Boy. Miss him every day, of course. He's always out here watching me shoot, though, so makes me happy. This shot was something else. The planning on it, or even just pulling the trigger, was impossible. I'm trying to figure wind directions, dope changes based on wind, wind speed for 3 targets, and on top of that, you've heard of low budget. Mine's like no budget at all. So my phone is my camera, and my ballistic calculator's on my camera. So the ballistic calculator is at 380 yards away. And I'm no Ryan Kleckner, man. I don't do this like that kid does. I know he can do a mouse fart and make a windage call, right? I gotta get involved. So pulling the trigger for the first time was it took a long time to get there. And I planned this shot like all day yesterday, trying to figure out these distances and where the bullet might be. And then today, I get this wind. It's the worst angle, It's like got jump. It's alternating from 12 dead on to 1 back over to like 11. And, these are balloons like taped or stapled to sticks. So the balloon blows one way and it's like, 14 inches out of the picture, and then it comes back this way and it's back in. But then the other one, another 100 yards, who knows, man? So like somehow I got everything lined up, and then you still have to just like be in control and press that stupid trigger. It's amazing. I don't even know how it happened, but I will say, I know the camera's not going to show it, and I don't even know what you mean. Maybe a drone or something would have been like the dopest photo ever. But sometimes when I shoot in a scope, that recoil, whatever happens, you don't really reacquire the target instantaneously, It's just a little off or whatever. But somehow that shot, I don't know if I was willing it or what, but when that recoil come back down, I seen that first balloon pop, and I was right back on point. And boom, that second one, and boom, that third one, dude. It was so dope. Anyways, that was an insane shot. Man. So again, it all started with I just wanted to go, well, what's the bullet's path? What's the trajectory? I cannot say that word. Trajectory. It's like Astro on the Jetsons. No, Scooby-Doo. It's a combo. It's like a mix between them both. Rectory. What it is. SickVic65 shooter, like and subscribe and share, man. You must know someone that likes this kind of shooting. Thanks for watching.